Louisiana is known as sportsman's paradise, and every 2 years, the fishermen, oystermen, and others all come together to celebrate the bounty this state has to offer. This week, TWILA's Melancon tells us that this year's Fisheries Forward Summit was all about trying to survive for the future.
One of the last events before the coronavirus shutdown is the Louisiana Fisheries Forward Summit here in Kenner. The expo shows off the latest in products and fishing gear, as well as services such as this virtual reality boat driving simulation to help train the next generation headed for open waters. James Kerian, owner of Kerian Machines, is showing off this shrimp sorter that can be put on shrimp boats to speed up handling.
We have one machine in use actually out in Hawaii. This will be our first machine going into use in the Gulf area for on-boat use. And yeah, we're prepared to take orders and manufacture these and serve the industry.
While numbers were down this year due to the coronavirus, Thomas Emel, the summit's director, says it's vital to support the fishermen and industry for Louisiana's economy.
We are it when it comes to seafood. We have thousands of people employed in this industry. And so what we're trying to do is keep it, maintain its forward progress. Lots changing. Seafood is involved in the global economy. Fishermen come here to learn about new things, new technology, learn about the challenges and opportunities in the industry.
While the country is going through a tough time, Louisiana fishermen, shrimpers, and oystermen have been suffering since at least last year. A deluge of fresh water severely damaged the oyster beds of Brad Robin in St. Bernard Parish.
You hear about the money that might be coming down from disaster. Listen, there's 7 states applying for that money. Alone, our damages, Louisiana's $258 million. That's one this year. What happens the next 3 years? They estimate we lost $121 million in the private sector. We think that's just a little piece of the pie. We think it can go $500,000 to $1 billion worth of damage in the next 3 to 4 years.
Dr. Julie Lively of Louisiana Sea Grant says the science backs what they're hearing from the producers, and recovery could take years even if everything goes perfectly.
Some of the landings take a while to really get in. We do have all the shrimp landings for 2019, at least preliminary federal landings, and it's significantly down. And a lot of that supports what we heard from the fishermen, that the shrimp just weren't there.
With the virus closing restaurants and market prices dropping, the whole industry is being severely impacted.
The markets are tough. I mean, we compete against countries that we can't compete with. India is subsidized so heavily by their government that basically commercial fishermen, the price that has to be paid to them is really, really hard for them to compete.
It's unknown if and when better times will come for our fisheries. That's why it's more important now than ever to buy Louisiana seafood. For This Week in Louisiana Agriculture, I'm Neil Melancon.
On March 23rd, a bipartisan group of 4 senators, 2 from each party, got together to ask for $11.3 billion in relief for fisheries during the coronavirus outbreak. That money is part of the $2 trillion CARES Act, which passed last week.